Hello, hello. How are you today? It is Wealthy Wednesday, and I'm coming to you live to share some powerful and amazing information with you today. I've just finished one of my money manifestation mastery breakthrough sessions, and this session was incredible, as they all are, and I wanted to share a bit of the insider experience of these manifestation mastery breakthrough sessions and the deep, rich work that takes place inside of this manifestation mastery work. Because it can be a little bit confusing sometimes when you're waking up your wealth, when you're activating your power to manifest what you desire. It is sometimes quite a confusing journey. And I thought I would share this woman's story, her experience, to see what you relate to, what you resonate with. And by the way, these Manifestation Mastery Breakthrough Sessions are completely free and available. If you would like to have an experience, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. And let me know if you're joining live, and I'd love to know who's here. And if you're catching the replay, let me know. I'd love to know. So this individual reached out to me because she felt this calling in her belly, this yearning for more, this deep knowing that there was something more for her. And she could feel it deep inside of her, but was noticing a lot of procrastination, a lot of fear. And it actually took her quite a few weeks before she even could muster up the courage to reach out to me about it. And yet this deep knowing that there was something more ready and waiting for her. And then this inner conflict between this deep inner knowing and her fears. You know, the desire to stay safe versus the desire to move forward. So what we do on these calls is first look at, what's going on now? What's happening on the ground? What is manifest in your current reality? And the thing is, and for a lot of my clients, her life is great. By most people's standards, she's living a great life. She's got a great partner. She's got a home. She's got kids. She's got a great career. She's an actress as well as a homeopath, is doing well. Life is good. And this sense that this should be enough and I should be happy and just be grateful for what you've got. And yet what she said was that she was bored, right? It wasn't quite it. It was fine, but there was kind of a flatness to what was going on. And also a fear around, asking for more, asking for too much. A lot of people say they feel greedy, and it's sort of a bad or shameful thing to want more, to ask for more. So with me, it's never a bad or wrong or shameful thing to want more, ask for more. To me, what this is an aspect of yourself that is longing to live, that is longing to come alive. It is your power inside of you. It's a creative power, but it's an aspect of yourself that's been buried in the shadows. It's been like hidden, buried treasure. And we do all sorts of incredible things to suppress, to hide, to squash these aspects of ourselves. And mostly that's how most people have lived most of their life. So to lift the lid off of that and to be willing to look, explore, uncover, discover these kind of hidden, powerful aspects of ourselves can be really scary. So my big passion is, how do we create a safe space for this very powerful part of yourself that wants to create, that wants to emerge, and how to create a relationship with this part of you and understand how to co-create with it. But the challenge is the mind, because that survival brain kicks in hard, it kicks in fast, and it can create a very real contraction against yourself, who you are and what you want. And that can look like procrastination, that can look like not enough time, that can look like being super, super busy, lots of avoidance, or it can look like, suppressing yourself through like overeating or over drinking or going on social media. There's all these amazing ways that we sort of buffer, that we hide, that we avoid ourselves. But what she knows is there's this like deep calling. There's this deep calling for more. There's this new stage. There's this new phase. There's this new wave that she feels calling her. And I'm really curious if you relate to that. Can you drop me an emoji below or let me know if you relate? Do you feel that kind of calling for more? That there's this new wave, this new stage. Now, what I want to share with you is this calling for more, this hunger, this yearning, can also manifest in frustration or loneliness or lack and scarcity or boredom or stagnation. If we're not paying attention to this part of ourselves, it can really, there's some really like high costs to that. Ones that are very normal in our world. What's not normal is to pay attention to this really powerful calling. But it can be really problematic. You know, it can create a lot of stress in lots of different levels. Low energy, emotional dysregulation, sadness, loneliness, all that stuff. But most of the time we don't want to feel those feelings, so we tend to like just busy, or avoid or do all sorts of clever strategies to suppress or sabotage or shut down. So I'm curious, if you're listening to this, how this manifests for you. How do you suppress, shut down, sabotage your power, this yearning, this hunger for more? So what I want you to know is that this power, this calling for more, this yearning, this hunger, this frustration is part of your creative power. It's your soul. It's your soul manifests through your body. It's your body's wisdom, your heart consciousness, your soul, this creative current that I like to call your wealth frequency that wants to come alive. It's longing to live. And from my point of view, it's what you came here to do. So what we realized in this conversation was that what she really wanted, there's all these things she wanted. So I was like, what is it that you want, right? What is it that you want to manifest? And that can look like all sorts of things in your physical reality, which are really, really important. But the core, the root of manifestation mastery is really about who are you being, right? Who is this part of yourself? It's actually manifesting yourself into life. These parts that you have shut down, suppressed, or excluded from life, or disconnected from, or disassociated from, actually is longing to live, longing to come alive. And yet, because this part's been in the shadows for so long, the shadows of shame and pain, or the shadows of historical hurt and harm and trauma, it can be incredibly scary to bring it out and can feel immensely unsafe. But with this woman, what we realize is this part of herself longed to live, longed to be seen, longed to express itself, had this great sense of purpose. And she realized what she really wanted was to be fully realized in this part of herself. It would give her this sense of achievement, of fulfillment. We actually struggled to find the exact words, but it was like, I get to be fully me, fully here, doing what I came here to do. So this deep sense of realization, self-realization, but also satisfaction and fulfillment. And there's lots of levels and layers to it, because it's who you long to become. What I know is it's heart, body, soul aligned. It's who you truly are. When you feel safe, when you feel held, when you feel heard, when you have the systems and structures of safety and support around you, it's like who you are. But the thing is there's a bit of a journey to go on in order to be fully realized. So we need to think about, what does this part of you need, right? To be able to consciously create in alignment with your heart, body, soul. So the challenge is, where this gets really messy is our survival brain, is the mind, is the old neural pathways, is your nervous system, your energy system, your ancestors, your past, the society you were raised in, the culture you were raised in, the family you were raised in. There's so much noise that is going to pull you out of your center, pulling you out of your creative power, pulling you out of what I know is your innate ability to manifest, to consciously create in alignment with your heart, body, and soul. Even though it's your innate ability and your true nature, it's a bit of a journey. It's actually very, very simple. And I've created a very simple step-by-step process, but the actual lived experience of it, to actually do it, needs holding, right? It needs safety. It needs space. It needs a space to create, a space to listen, to learn, to pay attention, and to figure out how to allow this part of you to fully live, to be fully realized. So this is part of the game, is paying attention, right, to this power inside of you, your innate creative power that has been lying buried in the shadows of shame and pain, or hiding, the buried treasure, the hidden treasure that lives within you. and to listen to it, to let it live, to let it breathe, to let it guide you forward. And what I was saying to this woman is that what happens is we let the brain lead, you let logic lead, you let your mind lead, and it squashes and suppresses life. So what she identified was like, her brain's like, let's just let this be enough. Like, can't you just be happy with what you've got? And keep it safe, keep it secure, keep it stable. But it's like it squashes life. So it also keeps her flat, keeps her a bit bored, keeps her a bit frustrated, keeps her feeling unfulfilled and unexpressed. And that's how most people live. And that's fine. But it's like a slow, suffocating death to an aspect of yourself. And it's cool. It's fine either way, except when it's not. When this yearning, this desire, this power is allowing you to live and allowing you to express through your business, through your work, through your finances, through your life, you know, because it's like calling you. And what I see is there are certain souls, certain beings that are here to rise at this time. And this is part of my purpose, is to call the present leaders, future leaders, that is soul aligned. It's like who you came here to be, what you chose to do at this time on this planet, and your job, your work, right? Your purpose, if you will. And the root of it is to be you, be you, fully alive, and start to listen what you're here to build, what you're here to create, who you're here to become, what you're here to do. And you may already be doing that, right? Through your business, through your work, through your life. But there's just another level, right? It's calling you forward. It's calling you home. It's calling you into your next level. And it's absolutely aligned, heart, body, soul aligned, planet aligned. And there's a deep knowing inside of you. So, like I say, the challenge is there's going to be a very strong part of yourself that fights yourself. And what I've created is a system and a process to essentially quiet and calm the mind and deeply listen to this power. And I took a long time to be able to facilitate this work because I was so scared of my power. Like, most people are scared of their power. They're really scared of what they will do with it, who they'll become, that it's somehow wrong or bad. And also because we've seen a lot of historical hurt and harm when it comes to power, when it comes to money power, leadership power. There's a lot of misuse of power on this planet. And a lot of people just are scared of becoming that or not wanting to uphold that. So they shut off and dim their own power, thinking that maybe it's bad or scary or wrong. And what I've learned is that there's a way to bring this part of you out into the world in a safe way and in a secure way, and to build that safety and security for yourself so your power is held in safety and security. And we need to go one step at a time, to not rush. We don't rush into riches. Wealth is slow and steady and sexy and sustainable, right? So we're not rushing into your future. We are grounding deeply and letting this power, this wisdom, I call it your wealthy wisdom within, lead and create. So this is just an example of some of the conversations that I have behind the scenes that I wanted to share with you today. And I'm super interested what's landing for you. Like, do you resonate with this? Give me a heart or give me an emoji in the comments and let me know, or let me know what's landing for you. What is calling you forward? What is this power, this hunger, this energy calling forward, calling you into? And where are you kind of squashing, contracting, suppressing, or fighting against it? That inner battle that goes on between the part that wants to feel safe and secure and the part that wants to rise and lead and create and expand. Now, the good news is I've got a simple step-by-step process to help you with this, to help you rise into that next level of your power and to step into manifestation mastery, to tap into your innate ability to consciously create in alignment with your heart, body, and soul, and to get into that flow, to get into that alignment, to get into that vortex. And I'm going to be sharing my step-by-step process in my upcoming masterclass, Activate Your Power to Manifest What You Desire. I'm going to be sharing the step-by-step process, but also identifying all the ways that you get in the way of that, because a lot of the work is just getting out of the way. Now, people who come into my world, into my wealthy world, have done a lot of work on themselves. This is not beginner level. If you're a beginner and you feel a call, you're very, very welcome. But I want you to know that this is really for leaders, business owners, entrepreneurs, professionals, change makers. Most people have done like over 10 years of self-development work when they come to me, but it's anywhere from like 5, 10, 15, 20. You're the heavyweight champions, old souls, and it's just time to step into your next level. So these are the clients that I work with, but also because I work with soul-aligned clients that sometimes there's some very old souls that are stepping into this work relatively new. So if you're feeling an attraction or a calling, you're very, very welcome to come if you don't fit into that criteria. But this is powerful work, it's deep work, and it's time, because it is soul-aligned time for you to step into your next level of leadership and to be that guiding light, that path maker, that way shower, and living, breathing being what is possible for human beings on this planet when we come together in heart, body, soul aligned wealth creation. So I'd love to see you there. You can visit the link below this video, click or in my bio, activate your power, come and join us for that masterclass. I would love to see you there, and we're going to do some powerful, deep and rich work together. So let me know what's landing. Thank you for joining us, for joining me today. It's been wonderful to connect with you. And so when is that masterclass? So we've got the next date is March the 14th, 2024. But if you're catching this later, there may be another session, so you can just visit the link and it will tell you when the next call is. But yeah, the next one is March 14th. It's going to be live at 2 p.m. UK time, but there will be a replay if you can't make it live. So it'd be lovely, lovely to see you there. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, let me know how you're doing. And I just want you to know that, like, I know it's super intense and super uncomfortable at times, and there is a way through, right? It's not comfortable always. It's not easy always, but there is a place of ease and flow when we get out of the way, stop fighting ourselves, deeply listen, and take that next brave, bold, courageous, aligned action step. So I look forward to seeing you in the masterclass, sending you so much love. We've got this. And what I do know is that together we rise, together we thrive. Don't try and do this alone. It's way too hard by yourself. My granny used to say, home is where the heart is. And I say, many hearts make light work. Together we can really skyrocket our results. So hope to see you there. So much love, and speak to you soon.